a little, a bit. These are quantifiers. But what if I told you that a little and a bit are also modifiers? Stay tuned and find out. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Liam and this is Grammar Simple, the channel that makes English grammar simple. Okay, today we have an intermediate lesson for you, modifiers. If you don't know quantifiers, watch my video about quantifiers before you watch this video. So, if you want to learn English grammar, stay tuned. Okay, let's talk about modifiers, specifically with adverbs and adjectives. Let's begin. Modifiers modify, which means adjust, alter, change. Modifiers modify other words in a sentence. Use modifiers before the adjective or before the adverb. Adjectives will be in purple, adverbs will be in blue, modifiers in green. For most examples. For example, the movie was very good. You can see the subject of the sentence, the movie, the verb was, and something about the subject. Very good. The movie was very good. The modifier is very. The adjective is good. So we have the subject, and we can say the movie was good. The movie was good, or the movie was very good, even more good. So very good goes with the movie, and good goes with very. So good modifies the movie, and very modifies good. Remember that adjectives give information about nouns, and adverbs give informations about verbs or other adverbs or adjectives. Adverbs are very tricky. She spoke very quickly. So the subject is she, the verb is spoke, and how did she speak? Very quickly. The modifier is very. The adverb is quickly. So we can say she spoke quickly, or we can say she spoke very quickly. And very modifies the adverb quickly. Use modifiers to make adjectives or adverbs stronger or weaker. There are strong modifiers and there are weak modifiers. Let's talk about weak modifiers first. A bit, a little. These are also quantifiers. Again, if you don't know about quantifiers, watch my video. Somewhat is also a weak modifier. Okay, here we can see weak modifiers. On the top, more weak, weaker, and on the bottom, less weak, which means stronger, but not strong, because all of these are weak modifiers. A little, a bit, somewhat. Strong modifiers. Extremely, very, really, terribly, rather, quite, fairly. Strong modifiers. More strong on the top, less strong on the bottom. Fairly or rather, these are very similar. Quite, very or really, also similar. Terribly, extremely. So extremely is the strongest, and fairly or rather is the weakest. Remember, these are only strong modifiers. All of the strong modifiers are here, and then all of the weak modifiers are here. For example, how scary was the movie? So here we want to know scary, the adjective scary. How scary? This much? This much? How scary? It was a little scary. It was somewhat scary. It was really scary. 3 different sentences, very similar, but the modifier changes the meaning from this much to this much. It gives us a lot more information about how scary the movie was. Okay, let's look at this little chart. On the top, more. On the bottom, less. And the chart is how scary. What do you think goes at the top? It was a little scary. It was somewhat scary. It was really scary. What do you think goes at the top? It was really scary. Okay. What do you think goes in the middle? It was somewhat scary. And what do you think goes at the bottom? It was a little scary. Did you get it correct? Write a comment if you got it correct. Okay, here we have the same chart again, how scary. And this time I want to cut the chart in half. All of the strong modifiers will go at the top. All of the weak modifiers will go at the bottom. Can you remember all of the strong modifiers and all of the weak modifiers? Try to put them in the correct space. You can pause the video and draw the chart with a pen or pencil. See if you can remember. If not, that's okay. I will tell you in a second. So, for example, we can say, it was a little scary. It was somewhat scary. I can also say, it was a bit scary. All of these are correct for weak modifiers. What about the strong modifiers? It was quite scary. It was really scary or very scary. It was terribly scary. It was extremely scary. I have not watched a horror movie in a long time that was extremely scary. I love horror movies, but they don't really scare me. It's too bad. Do you like horror movies? What's your favorite horror movie? You can write it in the chat also. See if we have the same one. Okay, this is part 1 of the video. If you have already seen part 1, go watch part 2.